I see something shimmering in the sand. Do you see it? It appears to be some jewelry. Got a signal right next to it also, but check it out. It looks gold! Right off the walking path here. We're gonna be doing a little bit of metal detecting live if you guys feel like hanging out. I got our first piece of jewelry, the golden chain. All right, let's dig this one up and see what we got. Target ID is a little bit bouncy. Not sure if you guys can see it in the shade there. It's like 29 to 31. Kind of sounding like a nickel, but ever so slightly different. So let's see what we got on this one, and then let's continue on the hunt down the line, huh? I think we're supposed to be getting some type of a Halloween event down here at the park tomorrow, so it's always a good spot to scout out the area before the event happens, you know? See where that event is going to take place at, and then maybe after it happens, you can come down there and hit the spot, you know? Let's see. A little bit deeper on this one, I guess. Almost out. I don't recommend digging in the hole with your hands, but there it is, man. Start the day off with the golden chain and a nickel. That's not too bad. Obviously that was not an actual golden chain, but that is a 1999 nickel. So let's see, where are we at right now? We're in an area that we've hit close to before, but we've never really been on this side of the path, so I figured I'd just do some digging. We got the sprinklers going out there in the field, and yeah, pretty beautiful out here at the park today. So let's fluff that plug in there. Let's get on to the next one, huh? I want to keep my eyes out for surface finds too, you know? You never know. There's another signal right there. 65, 66. If you guys are new out there to the Simplex, those are close to penny numbers. A little bit lower than a penny, I think, though. So it could be a really crusty penny, or it could be something completely different. That's probably one of the things I love the most about metal detecting, is just the mystery under every hole, you know? There it is. All right, that was a pretty accurate guess. Not a freshly dropped penny, but it sure is a crusty one. Let's put that little hole back in there, huh? And if you guys are new to the channel, this is what we like to call a live, unedited metal detecting hunt. So we're gonna be out here, you're gonna hear both the successes and the fails. So I hope you'll join me. My swing technique, I'm sure, is not perfect, but that's okay, right? It's the reality of the hunt. So I am running right now, though, the Simplex in park mode, 1 sensitivity down from the top. I might switch it over to field mode. That one sounds very, very junky. Let's just see if we can hit on another solid one. Kind of sounding like those coins, you know? Can always take the chance at some scrappy ones, but let's see if there's any solid ones over here first. That one's ever so slightly different, maybe. 75 on the target ID. A little bit different, I'm not so sure. Oh, I am in a really dry grass area here, though. It's not necessarily the best digging, I wouldn't say, but we're gonna still put our plugs back the best we can. I think it's almost out. There it is. All right, I think I found one of these last time I was out here. This reminds me of the top of a fence post, maybe. It's got that little pointy bit, that little nipple on top there. So just some crusty metal, that's for sure. I guess that's one less piece of crusty metal in the ground, though, right? Polluting our ground. Let's continue down the line, see what we got. If this side's dry, we might switch over to that other side. That's probably the side with more action. I've noticed a lot of people down here at the parks, they will actually set their chairs up outside of the fence, like the sports fields area. They'll kind of have a little bit of a party out there, so 54, 55 on the target ID right there. Let's see what we got. Ew, Oh, he's right on top. I didn't even have to dig for him. That's an important reason to use your eyes when you're metal detecting. I could have just popped that plug over that target and not been able to find it. Not too shabby though, not too shabby. I found a couple like pendants, necklace pendants off of paths like these. These are really like the mile-long paths, you know? So 33, 34, pretty close to the top. Right in some sugar sand here. I'm gonna take the guess and yeah, say most of these are probably gonna be the pull tabs, but you have to keep an open mind out there, you know? When you don't have the biggest and greatest permissions to hunt or the old historic locations, you know? Sometimes you just gotta work with what you got. Sometimes I enjoy the park hunts, you know? Even though they are, for me, I think they're a little bit more challenging to really get in there and find the jewelry, you know? You got to be willing to dig up some trash. Sounds like some iron. Is it accessible though? It's right on top, so we'll dig it up. You never know with those iron signals. Very likely junk. Let's try to dig it real quick. There it is, yep. Right off the beaten path. Looks like just a bolt. Maybe not even a bolt, there's no threads on it. Mystery metal there for you. All right. It is, I think it's Friday actually. October maybe 15th or 16th today. So today was definitely a park kind of day for me. I just went down to a relatively big beach. I started up a live stream down there. I don't know if any of you guys ended up catching that one, but one of these days, I'm hoping I can improve my live streaming quality. Right now it is a little bit questionable. The old Burger King barbecue sauce sounds really good. There's a possibly interesting one. 2122 could certainly be foil. He's really close to the path here, which I like to see. I see something shiny down there actually. What is that? Huh. It's not a piece of aluminum foil, but I don't know what type of metal it is. Just something really small and shiny there. I'd say it's pretty insignificant, but I got a bench coming up on my right, so we'll stop off at the bench and see if there's anything hanging out over here. Relatively dry, but there's not a lot of trash over here too, which kind of gets me hopeful, you know, that when there is a signal, it's got a better chance of being something a little bit better. 65 right there, 63. Take a guess on that one. Yo! I'm not really sure. A couple inches down there, I guess. Nothing too deep. Maybe like 3 inches down. Over here in the side wall. See what we got. Pull something live for the people. Okay, there's something. Not quite what we're looking for, but whoa, I lost him. It's really easy to lose coins and jewelry though when you drop it anywhere. I actually just had someone out here, I was trying to help them find their key fob. They approached me and they were telling me an approximate location where they lost it, but I didn't have any luck. Oh, but you gotta give it a try, right? All right. 66 solid right there. Let's get that one, or let's go to the bench. Let's do both. Probably coin signal here, but let's dig it up to be sure. I always like to make sure that's what it is under the hole, you know? Couple inches down there. I don't think this one's been dug out in at least a year or so. Come here, little guy. Think we got it here. Fell out. The reality of the hunt, guys. They don't always jump into your pouch, right? You gotta work for them. You gotta sweat a little bit for them, get a little bit dirty. I've heard a couple people say that I'm one of the dirtiest metal detector users they've ever seen. Somehow I end up with dirt up to my like elbow and higher. That's how you know you're doing the job right, when you're getting dirty, right? Let's check by the bench, see if we got anything. Really foily signal there. Take it up. It's right on top. So those foily signals, I think a lot of you guys probably know that by now, but they got the potential to be very small gold, so gotta keep an open mind to them. Don't dig them all up, otherwise you might go insane. But trying to snipe out a sound between this bench. Squeaker. Behind the bench is always a good spot. I don't think we're getting anything near this bench today. Very, very faint signal next to it, but all right, let's continue on. Pretty big tree over here. I might try real quick, but I think now we're in heavily shade, so you guys probably can't see too well anymore. Let's dig up one or two over here, and then we'll continue along the walking path. 45 on the target ID, about dropped down to 30. Very scratchy. If I had to guess, maybe some Garbaggio. If I had to guess. Whoa, that was a bit of a messy one. I'll fix that, don't worry. I'll show you how to repair a mess. All right. Once we start to get closer to the sports fields, I think you usually find a lot more of this stuff right here. Fence wire, little piece to a fence clip and whatnot. Those become more of your common finds, I think. Very bouncy on the target ID usually, unless they're right on top. And a lot of the time it seems to depend on the shape of those pieces of wire. So they can ring pretty much all over the place, it seems. See if anyone has taken cover under this tree. Iron. 58 solid right there. That could be another piece of fence wire, just a different shape. Let's see. If this is fence wire, we'll go back down to our little spot. That's exactly what it was. Some more fence wire. Fluff that plug out just a little bit. All right, back towards the walking path. Good sound in 17, 18. Did I just skip the gold? Let's go back to it and make sure. I don't want to be kept up tonight thinking I might have missed the gold. It's very likely some foil. Little piece of some aluminum, right? Yep, that's exactly what it was. Little piece of some scrap there. All right. Let's see. Right now I'm running it in field mode also. I think I started off maybe in park mode. So let's stay close. Some trash right there, some plastic. Try to stay close to the walking path. Switch it back over to Park 1 mode. Really foily signal. Depends how you're feeling that day, you know? Go for it if you're feeling spicy. Probably a junky signal here. Let's see if we can recover it. Right off the walking path here. Scratchy on the target ID, nothing too special. It's almost out. Might be iron. No, just a tiny little piece of metal there, guys. Not even sure what that's off of. That might be the little piece of metal that bottle caps are usually attached to, like your beer bottles. Woo-wee. It's definitely not all treasure out there, you know. Maybe if you're on a super good location. 21 on the target ID. I think I'm more inclined to dig those target ID numbers than like the 18, 19s. Like, I think 23 is a really common small gold ring number. But that's just from my little experience, my little pool of small gold rings, you know. There's so many variations of gold jewelry and just jewelry in general out there that, I don't know. I think it's hard to call stuff like that out. Even common stuff, you know. Sounds like a nickel. 31, 32. Nickel or a pull tab, right? Might be a pull tab. No, neither. Really odd, crusty piece of metal there. The mystery's always alive with metal detecting, you know? Just never know what it's gonna be, man. Getting a workout in here though today, that's for dang sure. There's a coin way out here. At least a coin signal. Right on top of the grass, I think. Yep, barely made his way in there, so that's definitely a fresher drop. 1999. Maybe I'll make my way slightly away from the path, because I think if a ring does get dropped off into the path and maybe gets kicked off, maybe it could end up a little bit further out here. Swing over a perfect signal right there. Sounds like probably another coin-esque signal of some type. Let's see. What do we got, everybody? Something juicy under the hole. Got it out. There it is. It is a coin. It's a dime. Check out the date on them. Just like to check them out, you know? Never think there's really anything significant to them, but it is a 2004 D dime. I've considered in the past, I still have, I've just about counted up all of my change that I found over the last year or so metal detecting. And I was wondering if I should like go through it and check for error coins, or if that's basically probably a waste of time. I feel like a lot of people probably don't spend the time to do that, but you never know. You could have a super rare coin, man. The ultra rare. But I probably doubt that one, huh? Scrappity signals. A little bit better there. 24, 27. It's bouncing, but it's hitting on it a lot better than the little scrap. Yeah. Let's see. Might just be a slightly bigger piece of scrap. Oh, there it is. It is a pencil eraser. Fresh off a number 2 pencil right there. Still shiny. All right. I'd say so far, not the most promising, but the thing about metal detecting is all it takes is that one, you know? I don't know how long this hunt's been going so far, but I'd say we're probably not pulling as many signals as we usually do. But there is slightly less trash over here, so I don't know. Foil signal here again. Come on out, little guy. He's screaming. There he is. Definitely some aluminum. That one's off of the can though, not quite the aluminum foil. Aluminum comes in many size, shapes, and variations as well, and I think that's what makes gold so hard to find. Whew. Just thinking out loud though. Also at a trashy park, that also doesn't make it very easy. This one's just really scratchy sounding. I'm interested, why not? You never know what's under the hole. Iron? No, look at that, guys. It's a ring. It is a freaking ring right there, dude. I swear to you. One of my worst signals probably out here so far, and it turns out to be a ring. So that doesn't go to show you, man. Oh, it's an ultra crusty though. I can't say a whole lot about that one, but that is still considered a ring, I would say. It's one of those like kids adjustable style ones. I don't even see nothing on the front anymore, but that's a ring, man. You can't lie. That's definitely a kid's ring. Not even an electrical conduit or anything. So that's pretty good, man. It wasn't the golden ring, but if somebody lost a ring off the path like that, I would say the chances there it could have been gold. Here in Florida, a lot of people, even when they're just walking the trails, they'll lather themselves up in sunscreen and stuff, you know? So you never know, man. I almost didn't dig that one, that's for sure. Like I said, that had to have been one of my worst sounding signals of the day. So not too bad, baby. We'll add him to the little ring collection, the crusty ring collection at least. Piece of fence wire right there. Let's keep going, man, keep going. Little Simplex always treats me well. It is important, like one of the most important parts I think about metal detecting is just getting familiar with your metal detector. There's just no denying that is a very important part of the hobby. Doesn't matter how good of a machine you've got, you have to kind of know what you're searching for, you know? 21 to 23 here. I know what I'm searching for out here is potential any size gold, like even a little gold earring. So I know if I really want to find that, I got to at least dig up some of the potential signals that are going to ring like that, you know? That's a pull tab right there. Everyone has a different way of hunting though. That's a cool thing about metal detecting. And I think that's why there will always be a lot of signals to choose from. It's because like not everyone digs the same type of signals. Some people have totally different mentalities out there hunting, and I think that's kind of what makes makes the hobby unique, you know? That's what allows there to be enough for everyone. Because not everyone's just going out there digging every single little beep and scratch. But at my local parks, man, when you're running out of signals, 31, 32, I'd say it pays to start digging like more signals, you know? But I don't know. I like cherry picking sometimes too. Yeah, this is probably a pull tab. There it is. Look at that bad boy. That's a rare one, huh? Woo! What is that, Red Bull maybe? The all-elusive blue pull tab. I'd say still on the top of my bucket list is that all-elusive 14 karat gold pull tab. The thing is I think it really exists out there. That one ain't gonna be easy to find though. Whew, let me tell you what. Scrappity. Man, I should be digging all these scrappities. This one's really scrappity though. 16, 17. What's the percentage that one's gonna be some foil, huh? 99.9%. All right, my pinpointer's not hitting on it, so we'll leave them be for another day, don't you know it? Low 20 signal. Still in the hole down there. Man, hello. There it is, man. Piece of foil. Oh, it's hard working for those foil, even with the young bones, man. That's why you have to like pick and choose your battles out here when you got a lot of signals to choose from. Pick and choose a little bit. You can be a little bit of picky. There's no right or wrong way to metal detect, I don't think. Unless you're swinging like this. Unless you're swinging just blasé and you're not even gonna be able to get a signal. All right. Bouncy signal, kind of reminds me of fence wire. Ooh! This stuff is dry too, man. Yeah! This stuff is some type of dry. Oh, another piece of fence wire there. Ultra junk. Wait a second. We got a clip off of something. We might have more in the hole there, guys. What is that? That might be a little piece of jewelry, dude. That looks like maybe a clip-on earring to me, huh? Whoops. Whoops. I just busted it. Let's see if there's any more in the hole there. That reminds me of a clip-on earring. Might have busted it. I think there's a piece of fence wire in there too. Let's see. Sounded identical to a penny, actually, this one did. Like zinc penny range on this guy. Where is it? There it is, man. Look at there. We got something, dude. What is that? Nice. Look at that. That is a clip-on earring right there, guys. Check it out. A little bit of jewelry off the walking path there. So, hey, man. That's what's up. It doesn't look like it's gonna be gold or silver, but that's still pretty cool there, huh? It's got a little stone in it right there. I don't know if it's real or not, but that is really cool, man. So, hey, I think with right there, guys, we're gonna end it off on that one. We successfully recovered a little piece of jewelry. We've walked a decent distance, I would guess, for it, but I can guarantee you along these walking paths, there's more jewelry out here. It's just a matter of getting out there and walking to find it, you know? So, hey, appreciate you guys watching. You know what to do. If you enjoyed the video, feel free to hook it up with a thumbs up. And hey, if you guys want to see some more Simplex action, be sure to leave me a comment down in the comments below. I always like to know what you guys like to see. For me, it really just depends on the day, how I'm feeling out there, you know? That kind of determines what detector I grab, but I always kind of like to know you guys' preferences too. So, appreciate you guys a whole bunch. I hope you enjoyed the short hunt, and I hope to see you guys on the next one.